But now it looks like it's time for us to get underway here. It's the first match of the KC Major, and I'm loving the energy that's in the room already, Andy. It's Cloud9 versus Acend.
These are your top dogs in each of their regions. And game number one is once again going to be Strongholds Streets, one of the fastest game types in Halo Infinite to kick things off. And it's going to be a fantastic test for these two teams. What does C9 look like on day number one? Is Acend ready for North America? These questions will soon be answered.
The best in North America versus the best in Europe. The perfect way to start off the KC Major. And for Acend, the biggest test that they could possibly ask for. You can see a couple of these stats coming into the game. Looks like Cloud9 are going to be shaving it on the stats category.
Yeah.
But this is the main stage. This is where C9 do what they do best. And we're going to start off with a player who is kind of had that word used a lot recently, especially by me. It's going to be StelluR.
StelluR, the silent assassin. Absolutely love the way that this guy plays the game. He brings so much to Cloud9, and we're expecting that once again here this weekend. $250,000 on the line. Cloud9, of course, eyeing that $100,000 first place prize once again. A whole lot to play for here as we get things underway in Kansas City.
Well, it looks like we're underway now. It's time to get these games rolling. It's time to get those BRs firing, and for the players to jump into those strongholds. It's Cloud9 versus Acend, and like you mentioned, the silent assassin on our screen right now, it's going to be StelluR.
2-for-1 trade there off of the break. Sica and Snipedrone will fall, but they manage to take down Eco. 2-for-2 off of the opening. Pznguin, though, will grab the rockets.
First power weapon grab of the KC Major is going to go to Cloud9. With the rocket, still has two to play with here. And Cloud9 with some early control. AB set up, and they do have the eyes on where those respawners are coming in. Good shots coming in from Renegade. This is actually going to be on our POV. We'll get that little bottom third adjusted for you as soon as we possibly can, but Renegade starting off as we would expect from the stats we've seen previously.
Absolutely, the damage that this man does, the absolute slaying power that comes out of him, picking up more kills, still 2 dead, and it looks like the spawn trap already starting, 3 dead. Spawn trap already underway, Cloud9 with an early lead.
See that Acend are trying to pressurize A. They're doing everything they can to get that back on the board, and that's going to be 3 dead for Acend, but a couple also fall here for Cloud9. Let's see what Lqgend can do off the respawn here. A strong start though from Cloud9, up by 36 already.
Yeah, it's quite a deficit to start the game off with. If we know one thing, it's Acend can keep a cool head. Very good shot. Speaking of, from Lqgend, from the L into the rocket pocket, they will be traded out.
You can see that Acend still trying to focus their attentions at the moment to converting that A stronghold. The shots coming in from Sica, unfortunately can't quite connect with that final shot, but the distraction over by A has allowed Shaady now to move in and convert B. However, A has now fallen away from Acend. The consistent pressure has not paid off. Cloud9 continue to score.
Right, Cloud9 saw B starting to flip. They were already at C. You saw that they knew exactly when they had to rotate, and that's what these two teams are going to look to do. Play one moment faster than the other. Now an A conversion coming in for Acend.
So Acend focusing onto A. You can see that Sica's picking up one. However, that Stalker rifle from StelluR is going to be challenging on that balcony, but there's Sica again in the kill feed, and now finally Acend have the opportunity to score. However, Pznguin inside of B causes some problems. Shaady will get the reset though. Good damage coming in from Shaady, but are they able to clean up? The answer is yes, as Sica will get the double.
Very, very good damage. Like you said, you need to fly. When you're flying into a place like B, you need to get the damage, send 2 players in. They can be the difference makers. They're on the board by just a bit, but right away, A gets taken back.
Pressure onto A though. Look what's happening elsewhere on the map. C is being adjusted, converted here by Acend. However, they haven't managed to get the full conversion. One thing they have managed to do though, Andy, is get that second set of rockets. It's Lqgend who has them, and he's picked up some kills, as does Sica. This could be a triple cap coming in now for Acend. They have all 3 under their control.
Hey now, not over yet. Sica right now with a nice killing spree. Picks up another one on Renegade. The shots on Eco look good. He'll get the right amount of damage, but C spawns and Cap A spawns coming in for Cloud9. But regardless, nice little triple cap keeps the game close within 50 points.
Now you got to keep your eyes on that feed. Where are the kills going to fall? Because if they start to fall to Acend here, as all players are on the map, then you would imagine they will continue to score. But Cloud9 now adjusting their focus towards C, and it seems like they'll be able to convert this one pretty much uncontested. No kills actually went down there. So you have to say Acend maybe misplayed that, misread it. Not quite sure what's happened there.
Oh, Eco, look at him sneaking through tires as well. Doesn't even get spotted out. They're going to pick up 1 kill, now continue to push on back A. That will be 3 dead for Acend yet again, and would look like moments of life for Acend will quickly be answered back by Cloud9. They will continue scoring 90-33.
Well, Eco is the man with the Giga Brain on this team. He is the man who calls the action, calls the plays for Cloud9, directs traffic, however you want to kind of phrase it. The man is kind of in control, the puppet master, so to speak, of the other players. Already a killing spree here for him as well. And if you're looking at the statistics, he's 9 and 6 at the moment. Eco starting off hot.
Yeah, big swing there. You saw Sica was leading the game in kills for quite a while at the 8 mark, but just like that, all of Cloud9 has answered back. You've got 9 kills for Eco, 8 for Pznguin and Renegade as well.
Triple cap as well here for Cloud9. Most importantly, the kills being converted into points, and that is how you win games of Halo Infinite. Pznguin on a little bit of a spree here. It's actually Renegade, excuse me once again, who is going to be picking up yet more kills. Pressure onto those spawners at C, and look how hard Acend are having to work here just to try and hold on to C. It's not going to be able to happen though, because you can see Eco has another set of rockets here, and it's still that triple cap working for Cloud9.
Eco keeping a cool head of tires as well. He'll pick up a kill. Costs him 2 rockets, but in the end, he gets the right amount of damage he needs to push on to back A. And you have to think Cloud9 right now looking like they are ready for this first test. We talked about how sometimes they come out slow. Doesn't look like that's the story for them here in Kansas City.
Yeah, they look focused here, Cloud9, and I think that's something that a lot of people were maybe thinking, are they going to be on the top of things at the start of this game on the main stage? The answer is yes. They look like they're here for nothing else than a win, and you're going to see another kill being picked up here. That's 3 dead for Acend. Cloud9 really are starting to run away with this one a little bit. 206 to 33.
No sugarcoating. What was just about a 70 to 25 game is now a 211 to 33. With the trip cap continuing to tick, this one could be over very, very quickly.
It could be, but now look at B and C. They're moving into the blue. However, the spiky grenade might slow down this conversion of C, and even though they get B, look at the timing on that push coming in from Cloud9. Just as it looked like Acend were going to be able to get a foothold, Cloud9 swoop in, get the stop on C, but Acend have managed to flip the map. Now they have AB.
Yeah, now back on board with StelluR, just making his way across A as well. They'll pick up the second assist they needed. Now a 2v2 momentarily on the map.
Yeah, StelluR not having the biggest of games so far in the kills category, but certainly the assists are racking up for him. 10 on the board so far in this game for B, but now you can see the push coming on to B, or defending B, I should say, coming in from Acend. It will be the beatdown coming in from Shaady. He'll take down one player. StelluR trying to stay alive, as it looked like Acend is starting to just crawl back into this one.
Big difference maker. Yeah, absolutely. Big difference maker in this game is how many times have we seen Cloud9 in tires? They've had tires control the entire game. That lets them pivot, head on a swivel, be wherever they need to be on the map. But as you say, Acend continuing to put a little bit more points on the board, a little bit more of a respectable result here.
Snipedrone got a big job to do here. He's got 2 players to deal with though, and StelluR's going to have some easy pickings, but Snipedrone plays his life for as long as he can. Pressure still coming in from Acend onto this B stronghold, and a reset comes in. Now there's pressure on A, and Eco has to switch his attention from one part of the map to the other, because that stronghold is being converted behind him. Acend have a triple cap.
And what looked like the home stretch for Cloud9 has not been that home stretch whatsoever now. Triple cap will continue for Acend. And it looked like it might end up with a 250 to 33 game, but just like that, we're back within about 100 points.
We are, and they've crossed that 100-point mark. So now Cloud9 have to start focusing up a little bit more, start readjusting how they want to approach the map. And it looks like having got a little bit of a foothold over A, now they should have the kills that are required here on B, but there's Lqgend. Been 1v1 against Eco, but Pznguin inside of that stronghold turns it back into the favor of Cloud9.
The AB hold here, this could be a comfortable final run for them here, but it's a big win there against the player in Red Room. They got to be ready for A, though, already being converted.
StelluR with those spike grenades in the feed as well. Using all of the utility available. Those grenades are so good for throwing into A, into B, just clearing out, getting that damage down and forcing those players out of the strongholds. Also, the Bulldogs always handy to have in that back pocket. There's one. Sica challenges as well. And Sica hits some good shots to take Pznguin down, but BC still in control of C9. They're just moments away from taking our game 1.
That's right. TikTok goes the clock. 5 points left, now only 3.
248, 249, and it will cross that 250 mark as Cloud9 start as they mean to go on here in game number 1 versus Acend. It's a dominant display. It's nothing short of what we expected here from Cloud9.
I think it's a comfortable win, and maybe even what we thought we'd see from Acend as well. Some solid triple caps, not easy to do against Cloud9 whatsoever. They put enough points on the board to end with a respectable result. However, that was a story of control from Cloud9. Cool, calm, and collected. And as you say, that's exactly what they needed to do in game number 1. You got to say, Cloud9 looking good.
They are looking extremely good. You couldn't really ask for maybe a better performance from Cloud9 in game number 1. It was ruthless at times, and they were winning so many battles, all of the battles you would expect. But the thing that always stands out to me about Cloud9, as we look at some of these replays, is just how coordinated they are as a unit. It just seems like there's always a focus on the map for them to play for, to play around, and you got to put that down to Eco, the calls he's making.
Absolutely. I mean, just getting all the damage they needed to. They look like they were on the same page, and not just that, but really in control of every single situation. As you say, they knew where they needed to be. They always had what felt like at least a 1 to 2 man advantage, and when you have those kind of situations, it lets you just continually dictate exactly how it's going to happen across the map.
And this is not just NA, it's Cloud9.
Absolutely, and the best in the world. Eco on your screen. Saw him backstage earlier. The man is ready to play and ready to go, and I think game 1 certainly was an indicator of that as well. The Slayers are going to be an opportunity for the side of Acend in this series, but I think like you said, Onset, when you and I were looking at this series over the past few days and knowing what these game types were, really for Acend, it's get past game 3. Can you push this, of course, to game 4, game 5, where they might find a little bit more success, but it's a tall order for them without a doubt. Game number 2 is going to be Live Fire Slayer.
Well, it's time for us to get going in our second game of the KC Major, and as you can see, Live Fire is going to be the battleground. The game is underway in the background, and the players are already firing some bullets, some grenades are already being thrown. And like you mentioned, the man who commands the troops here is going to be Eco. He's already got his first kill on the board.
Love that kill, just sitting there right on top of Sandbag. That's going to be 3 dead already, make it 4, and what a start for Cloud9.
Cloud9 continuing to roll with that momentum they picked up in that first game winner. Fantastic opening strategy. You saw that Renegade already in the feed with a sniper rifle as well. So that's dangerous here for Acend, knowing that not only have they lost that opening fight, but they've also lost that opening power.
Yeah, we talk about how maybe game 2 Slayer's an opportunity for Acend to bounce back, but it will not be that if Cloud9 continues at this pace. Renegade sniping top mid. Sniper rifle in hand.
I was about to say, can we go to some Renegade POV? Because I've just seen Renegade snipe. Renegade sniped in the feed, and I want to see what the man's doing right now. Oh, he's getting firing. Got it. 3 players from Acend flood back through Garage and do take that power weapon down. 8-3 the score here in the favor of Cloud9.
That's one way to take down Renegade. Just send 3 players out, and finally he will go down. Oh my God, StelluR with the heat wave shield combo will extend the score now to 10-3.
Yeah, StelluR looking more like something out of Elden Ring than a Halo player there for a second, but having the much more success than I do in that game as we focus back onto the attention of Eco. Lqgend picks up 1, but the camouflage is in the hands of C9. So that's not just a power weapon, that's a power up. Now into the hands of C9.
Look at this back tower as well, looking to even extend this lead even further, just holding it down. Eco knows that a lot of players are around. Lqgend with a nice answer back with the heat wave, though that'll be 2 dead momentarily.
Now look at this score. Shaady picks up another, and all of a sudden Acend have fought their way back into this. And let's take into account what the score was. This hasn't been like 1 or 2 kills. This has been a collection of kills being strung together here by Acend, and fighting their way back into this game.
Yeah, it was just 10-3. Now look at this, 12-9. Like you said, Acend answering back, getting the damage they needed. Also, just confidently flying into C-Plat. They bring the game now within 4 kills.
Within 4, Eco picks up 1 though, just to make sure that there's a little bit of a comfort for some players to come off respawn. Eco now going to be first forward as well, putting pressure onto Lqgend. And there comes the flood on the scoreboard side. Reason being, camouflage is up. StelluR will have it. The second one here for Cloud9.
And look at the position that you see Cloud9 holding, right? They're not afraid to hold certain angles. They know exactly what their teammates are watching, but StelluR with an opportunity here. Camo and Heatwave needs to stay alive.
Lqgend though, the bait and switch, but look at this, StelluR recognizing there might have been a little bit more danger around the corner than was maybe initially expected. So make sure that he gets away with this combination to fight another day.
Really interesting battle so far. We've seen, like you said, it's really been a battle of 4 deads. It was initially a 7-kill lead for the side of Cloud9. Acend brings it within 3. Now, once again, look at this. StelluR somehow stays alive. We'll get the assist, but now it's a 7-kill lead again. So really back and forth tug of war between these two. And really have been all about, like you said, the 4 deads.
Yeah, I think the difference has been the first one was the sniper rifle for Renegade, put that to use. Then they got that power up. That extended the lead for Cloud9. Then you saw the heat wave in the hands of Acend. They used that to kind of scrape away and claw their way back in. But the second camo going into the hands, plus that heat wave going into the hands of Cloud9 means that now they have that advantage. Acend needs to focus on those power-ups and power weapons. That seems to be where the secret to success is here.
StelluR picking up another kill as well. Sniper rifle in the hands of Eco this time. 24-15, and Acend letting this one slowly slip away. Cloud9 starting to really rack up these kills.
Sica picks up 1 to create a little bit of space here for Acend on the map. Pznguin answers back though, and so does Renegade. So a 1-2 swing and a 10-kill difference between the 2 teams here, with Eco just trying to find targets. The only problem for Eco is here, the rest of his teammates are doing the damage, so he's just kind of holding down this lane at the moment, and Acend will be aware of this, so that means that the rest of Cloud9 can work around it.
You might have noticed this on Cloud9's POVs, but they continue to watch very specific angles and hold them. That tells you just how much this team knows exactly where every player is on the map. They're so confident in what their teammates are watching, they're so confident in where their opponents might be, but a nice little flank comes in from Snipedrone.
StelluR will move in to collect the power weapon once more though. 19-27, Cloud9 still with a significant lead in this game. Shaady going to be challenging StelluR, who is playing around top middle. He'll be taken down as well, so there's a 3 dead. Cloud9 lose 3 members very quickly and consecutively. That was all players falling. Acend with an opportunity once again to fight their way back into it. Now they've crossed that 20-point threshold. They're starting to close the gap once more.
Acend a lot to be proud of in this. Once, just like you said, now bringing the game within 4, and they're not falling early. They're making sure that they stay in control as best they can. Nice answer back though from Cloud9 to get to the 30-kill mark here. Now they're up by 6.
Snipedrone just trying to hunt down some of these players. He's playing around the tower, but you can see he can't find anyone somehow. manages to get out of that situation by getting a trade at least with that beatdown, but the game a little bit closer than we would expect here with how the game started out in the favor of Cloud9. So Acend have worked their way back into this. They fought their way back into this, but Renegade now has a sniper rifle in his hands, and we know that this man could be a game changer.
Yeah, ignore that Pznguin POV there. As you see Renegade on your screen with the sniper rifle, he's already 11-7 in this game. A huge difference maker in a game that's really still only separated by a few kills.
Lqgend takes a body shot and manages to survive for now. Shaady picks up one for StelluR, but Eco will move in to finish off that damage from Renegade. So Renegade now looking to collapse on these final players. Lqgend having to back down, now changes his attention and switches it almost immediately to a weak player. And Renegade showing that his prioritization of targets is about as good as you can get.
And look at this, they're just gonna keep mopping up. That was 3 dead momentarily, a double kill for Eco. More kills will come. StelluR somehow gets away with his life and the heat wave as well. Cloud9 will now lead by 8.
So 8 kills the difference between the two teams as we enter the stage of the game where Cloud9 are probably thinking about closing this one out. They only need 10 to go. Acend on the other side. They're going to need 19 to close this. Renegade picks up a stick onto Shaady, but a couple of kills do fall to Acend here. You can see that StelluR's trying to move in and clean up that kill. Once again, communication so good coming in from Cloud9. StelluR knew that he could overextend there to clean up that kill just to the fact that play was so weak.
You could just tell how much information Cloud9 has. I mean, this is a perfect example of how this team plays this game. StelluR just able to make a full lap around the map and clean up the kills that have been called out. Now here comes the camo push, only 6 kills to go.
6 kills here, trades will do it. And once again, it's Cloud9 who have control of the power weapons and the power-up. You can see that it's going to be Pznguin on your screen right now, who had that camouflage. You can also see the heat wave in the hand of the player just running alongside him as well. So for Acend here, it's been the story of power weapons and power-ups. They've also got the sniper rifle. They've got everything in the sandbox to play with.
Oh boy, look at this. And my God, Pznguin is actually the one on your screen. You got Renegade's POV, but Pznguin with a nice little stick there, making it look way too easy with the camo. Only 2 kills to go now before they close out game number 2.
2 to go here for Cloud9 to go up by 2. Lqgend will at least make this a little bit closer as Lqgend and Sica combine to take down 2. Eco picks up the 49th though. Maybe it's going to be the man on your screen, Pznguin, who can get the 50th. The stick comes in. C9 up by 2.
That is the definition of confidence and aggression there, knowing that no matter what happened, even if he got stuck, he was going to get the insta to trade out the kill from the grave. They will have a very comfortable game number 2, and I think it's a really similar story to our game number 1. Acend looking good at moments, keeping the game close at moments, but overall, Cloud9 with another comfortable win.
Yeah, just Cloud9 look a different class right now, and it's...
I think Wes said a different tax bracket.
Which I completely agree with. We both smiled when he said that, and it's understandable why, right? These guys are earning a lot of money.
They actually are in a very different tax bracket.
Literally in a different tax bracket, but I think the story of the game, it power up, power control. It's the old tale of Halo, and it will be the tale of Halo for some time to come. Every single time we went to a POV, it was a camo, it was a heat wave, it was a sniper rifle. And when you have those in your hands and you put them to use, it's no surprise to see the game end how it did.
It really is no surprise. One thing I do want to highlight that we've seen, especially when you go back to the FaZe Invitational, we'll take a look at the last 30 seconds of this game here. One thing that was the key difference maker, nice little stick here from Pznguin, just doesn't even need to shoot the battle rifle, will pick up that 48th kill. A big difference maker on set in their matches against Optic was, did they have Snipe Heatwave? When they had Snipe Heatwave, they were leading in games against Optic. When they didn't, they were losing. It's been a key to success for them, and it continues to show here in our first series as well.
We're going to catch that final kill once again. Pznguin gets stuck, but somehow gets the grenade down on the floor to get that final kill before he falls to the grave himself. So 50-37 will be the score of your second game of our first series here on the main stage. The kickoff mates that we had back in Raleigh, he was saying, you know, Pznguin's job is to watch Renegade. Just watch over him. And when you've got a player in front of you doing so much damage, it's not too surprising to see that he has the least deaths, because Renegade pretty much cleans up a lot and Pznguin's kind of just playing the back line and then moves through once that damage is done towards the objective. It kind of paints the picture of how Cloud9 like to approach these games and how they get that job done. We're going to have to see if they can get it done here. They have to see if they can get a 3-0 sweep on the board to kick off their major here as we head into Aquarius capture the flag.
That's the question. Will this be the final game of the series as we are now underway here in game number 3? It's Aquarius CTF, potentially only one game left to separate these two, starting things off here with Renegade's POV.
Renegade's a POV, and it's going to be a weaker game type this for Acend as well, historically. It's a pretty good one for Cloud9. There's not too many they're weak on. So for Cloud9, you are thinking maybe the scales are starting to tip a little bit in their favor and away from Acend. Pznguin once again off the rip, going to get a power-up in the hands of Cloud9. It's going to be the camouflage this time on Aquarius.
Unsurprisingly, on this team, Renegade is your guy, highest damage per minute across all CTF game types on Cloud9. He is the damage dealer. He will put in the work to make sure the team can pave the way for these flag caps.
Here's Shaady. Picks up one, but two members of Acend caught bottom middle, but it doesn't matter too much because that was a 4 dead here for Cloud9. So Acend now with the opportunity to make an assault on the base. However, there's a little bit of defensive play coming in. A bombardment on those straight stairs means that Shaady has to back up.
3 dead though, like you said. Shaady is the one who's going to have to make sure to try to reset. Not going to be easy battles in Gen, but thanks to some Dynamo spawns, it's a little bit of help, but that'll be cleaned up. Those will be traded out in the util. Nice shots from Eco. Worth mentioning, Eco actually leading on Cloud9 in this game type, most assists per minute on the team, specifically on Aquarius CTF. So look for him to also be putting in the work in the damage department as well.
Yeah, and a lot of that will be attributed down to the routes and the angles that you'll see Eco take on this map. It's fascinating to watch this man's POV on Aquarius, always in a position to help out a teammate, always in a position to have multiple lines of sight available for reacting to call-outs that might come from other teammates. Also, he's getting that objective moving.
He pulls here in a 2v2, a little bit of a base trade there. You can tell he was a little bit hesitant, not sure if he was going to pull. He does decide to pull, takes damage, so has to drop util. He actually comes all the way back.
Yeah, there's a little bit of respect being shown here to Acend as well, knowing that prioritization, what he has to do on the map is going back to his base and winning this fight. Shaady going to be re-challenging, but Eco's going to put him on his back, and he thought that Shaady had the advantage in that one. It's probably a win that should be going to Acend.
That's not just a must-win battle for Shaady. That is a must-win, especially given the circumstances. Eco just doubles back and outshoots him back at his own base. But like you said, it is worth noting that Eco did not ego run that flag. It was 2v2, and if this is maybe against a lesser opponent, maybe Eco keeps running that flag Gen and maybe forces that. Instead, he comes back and he deals with his own base. So you can tell Cloud9 is taking their opponent pretty seriously here.
They certainly are, and it's going to be the second camo going into the hands of Cloud9 as well. We saw Pznguin pick up the first one. Eco, he has the second, and looking at the stats at the moment, you can see that Eco currently sat on 4 kills, but it's StelluR who's the man who's popping off at the moment. He's currently 7 and 3.
And it feels like StelluR, first of all, killing spree also for Eco here. StelluR also just a player that at any moment, a little bit of friendly dynamo nades coming in, going to hold off the entry for just a split second. Lqgend once again, though, with some good shots in the Gen. StelluR there to clean up the garbage.
Heat wave. Oh, she's going to be connected here onto Snipedrone. Snipedrone with that thrust trying to survive, but it's going to be now the assault coming in from Cloud9, but it will be held up here by Acend, who's behind enemy lines. That man Shaady, this is how he plays these flag game types. He kind of puts some risk reward into their games. If they get the kills on their side of the map, Shaady will flank through. He'll overextend on the pink side. If they get the kills, Acend can get that flag back.
3 dead as well. StelluR was the only one. He's a spawner. This flag should go home. Acend should be the first to strike here.
It's going to be Acend who put in the first flag of our game number 3. So there's life here in the European lineup. And sometimes it just takes one thing. Just to light that confidence, just to remind Acend that they are the champs of Europe. They're used to winning games, and they can compete here with Cloud9.
And they needed this. Let's not forget, this is the first time they've led in the series. They did not lead in the Strongholds game. They did not lead in the Slayer. This is their first time. Nice shots here, my God, from Renegade. Picks up another one as well.
Yeah, Renegade's starting to heat up a little bit here, and you can see maybe that flag on the board, as good a thing as it is for Acend, sometimes it can be a bad thing for Acend, right? Because it gets Renegade fired up, it gets him pumped. As you can see, the Eco trying to put pressure onto the base once again of Acend.
Big damage coming in once again from Eco, just holding up top. And like you said, look at the routes, look at the angles he's choosing to set his team up for success. He will continue the run as well.
Got support inside of the base as well. There is an overextender on the pink side, and that's going to be Snipedrone, who does manage to get inside of the base as well, but there's going to be a player chasing him. StelluR does get the kill, but 3 dead here for Cloud9. 2 dead, excuse me. That flag's still not home. They've got to put these final pieces together if they want to tie this up.
Ooh, StelluR gets a touch, a little bit too comfortable a touch. I don't think they kept a close enough eye on StelluR. He will bring this flag in, and just like that, C9 is on the board as well. We're tied up 1-1.
Yeah, I think the overextension that came in for that initial stop and those kills going down meant that Acend unfortunately was spawning back flag and utility. No eyes, no ability to get across the map and get eyes onto that flag return. So StelluR with a simple job. Also great recognition from him to realize that was the situation to run that one home as Eco picks up 2 to clear the map.
StelluR and Eco show bottom middle. Look at the teamwork, just so well done, so well orchestrated to pick up those kills, and both of them stay alive. Renegade's the one who tosses initially this time. Player's falling though, so they're gonna have to be careful here. Make sure they continue slaying.
StelluR's recognized that he has the timing on this flag as well. There were 2 players inside of the base, so he can get this one moving, he can get this one back, and my word, Shaady again gets put on his back in that situation. Snipedrone picks up 2 to slow things down, but that flag is back on the gen, and here comes Eco off respawn, looking to get his hands around that pole once more.
Well, let's see if he can get a touch. He even starts, and he gets the pull as well, and that flag's gonna return. Eco, they're in a 1v3, brings the flag back into the gen.
He's not just a Giga Brain, he's a Giga Chad in this game as well. He's picking up kills, he's running that flag home, and now for Acend, they've got to desperately fight to stop that flag going in. Eco and Pznguin do fall though. Renegade's gonna be weak, but Renegade, when he's weak, he picks up doubles.
Big double kill. Where's the spawner for C9? One spawner was there, maybe to cap. We'll have to see if they're gonna be able to bring it in. Yes, Eco will be the one there. Eco brings it in as well. The man to get the hero touch in the bottom of Dynamo grenades. He will also bring the one to bring the flag home. Now Cloud9 working hard for that flag, and they will lead 2-1.
Cloud9 working hard in this game so far, but that's what they do best when they're under pressure, is they start to perform. Camo again in the hands of Cloud9 here. If you're Acend, you can't let that happen. That's 3 in a row now for C9.
What a play there from Eco, my God. Right now, the game-leading flag. And if you're Acend, you cannot let a player like Eco do that in a 1v3 scenario. Beautifully played by C9.
Renegade starting to put those stats on the board we expect as well. 16 and 9 for him so far in this game. Sica going to be challenged by StelluR as well, and all of a sudden you can see the Cloud9 seems to be starting to click a little bit more here. The pieces are starting to go together, the assists are being picked up, the damage is being converted into kills, and with that the flag is moving once more.
They haven't found StelluR. You can tell they did not know where he was, and StelluR just being such a difficult kill once again. Eventually Lqgend will sniff him out. They'll have a minor advantage for just a second, but now 2v2 on the map.
Pznguin controlling around this top pink as well. Decent damage onto that player bottom middle. We can see just trying to support teammates. I love this from Pznguin as well. A lot of players are just loitering around the base, right? They'll think, oh, behind enemy lines, I'll shoot some respawners in the back. He's putting himself in proximity that he can finish off and start fights for his teammates.
Look how much C9 plays bottom mid. They play front base. They play on the fire once again. The teamwork coming in. Some good damage, some great team shots coming in for C9. Here's the read.
It's Shaady again, who's just being that nuisance, overextending on the pink side. He has that heat wave as well. Eco will get the kill, and now Eco will start to work with Pznguin again. So Snipedrone going to be caught off guard ever so slightly. There's a thrust to play with here for Pznguin as well. But Snipedrone does somehow manage to get the finish on that. Maybe a little bit of the teammate coming.
Yeah, it's a team nade actually. It took him down there. Interesting to see that. Rarely do you see any mistakes made on the side of C9. So that will slow down that push, but really just momentarily still a 1 flag cushion for C9.
Sica trying to block those bridge spawns. Now he can move in. He's got that heat wave. He can pick up 1 kill here. He can get that flag moving because there's support inside the base. But unfortunately for him, Shaady has fallen. So now he's going to turn his attentions back. He gets a 2nd kill here, and he still has that heat wave. If he can turn 3, there might have been an opportunity there for Acend to get that flag back past Car. Now StelluR coming under pressure. Snipedrone to pre-spawn, holding forward and getting 2.
Lots to do. 2v2. Look at the kill feed here. This will determine it. Shaady does get the grab. Nice movement once again across bottom Dynamo. 3 dead for the side of C9. And with 3:40 on the clock, this flag will go home as well. And we will have a tie game here, 2-2 in game number 3.
We got a game here, ladies and gents. Acend giving as good as they get in this game. Unfortunately for them though, having worked so hard for the cap, they've given up control of that power-up once more. It's 4 in a row. Here's a clean sweep on power-up pickup so far for Cloud9. Renegade the play you do not want to give it to.
Like you said, Renegade now with a big opportunity. Snipedrone trying to sniff out this camo if he can. But look at this, they're waiting. They're baiting. Oh my God, if he turns 2 here. And I don't know if we have a better encapsulation of Renegade playing Halo Infinite, flies into the back of your base, and wins a 1v2 that he should not have won.
Yeah, not many players do that. Not many players can do that. Not many players dare to even attempt that. But that's Renegade. That's what he does. And now he's going to continue to just slay inside the base here. Sica, last player alive here for Acend.
3 dead yet again. See if they can get this flag pull. Spawns are coming in on the gen side. That flag continuing to run now.
Renegade just chasing shadows at the moment and finding them. Shaady going to be top middle. That flag is over halfway as well. Shaady going to be trying to do what he can, but Renegade is just doing so much damage across the map at the moment. There's another kill. It's 3 dead for Acend. 1 player off respawn. The flag should be moving home. It is put in here by Cloud9. They're up by 1 flag. It's 3-2 with 2 minutes and 20 seconds left on the board.
Sign is sealed and delivered. Pack that up. That is the Renegade highlight reel. That is how you run a flag on Aquarius. You have Renegade just absolutely running the back of your base, picking up 3 kills. Then he pushes up to the half line to pick up those kills as well, making it look way too easy. That is textbook Aquarius and Renegade at his best.
Interesting. We highlighted 2 players at the start of this series, right, who are going to be influential for either team's success. One of those was Renegade. He's currently 22 and 17 on this map, and we've just seen a highlight play coming in from him. On the other side of things, Shaady, 13 and 20. really struggling to keep up as the main slayer here on Acend.
That's right, and then certainly a player you need to step up. The worst numbers on his team in this game. StelluR, we also got to talk about, just popping off, and he can do so at any time. He's also 23 and 16.
Shaady trying to get that kill inside of the straight stairs, just on those shrooms. Snipedrone trying to defend his own base. This Renegade again winning fights inside of the Acend flag. Sica, last player alive once more. Renegade should have a pretty clear run back here. You can see he's got support inside of the base. Sica falls to the hand of Pznguin. Everybody else stuck on the respawn, and what that means is a fourth flag here for Cloud9. They're up by 2 with just over a minute left in the game.
Get yourself a guy who could do both. This is Renegade here on screen. Why not? Picking up the kills, also running the OBJ. He's down to do whatever he needs. Now he's also packing a Heatwave double dynamo. Not done just yet. 4-2 with less than 1 minute left.
Question here for C9 is, do you go for the 5th? Do you go for some kills? Do you pad those stats a little bit? Because it's going to be difficult for Acend to get 2 back-to-back flag caps inside of 40 seconds, especially with the pressure here from Cloud9. Renegade with a Heatwave inside of the base. There's a dynamo, and there's the answer to your question. Renegade wants to get this one done. He wants to get that 5th flag on the board. You
got to love it there. No padding of the stats there. All business here in the C9 department. Even looking to maybe throw that 5th flag on the board before it's over. Trades come in to Gen there. 2 dead.
24 seconds left until C9 can claim their first win here in Kansas City. It's looking like it's going to be a 3-0 sweep. Renegade will get that touch on the flag off the respawn, and the only question is, will it be 4-2? Will it be 5-2? As he tries to maybe think about throwing that one up to the window. Touch will come in here from Eco. He's trying to force his one in, and it does!
My God!
The layup of the dunk coming in from C9 to close out the series. C9 starting strong. It's a 3-0 win.
Look at C9 even hitting the alley-oop at the end to get that 5th flag. They didn't need it, but they wanted it on the board, and it will be reflected in the stats. It's a very, very good series for C9. Acend putting up a good fight in game number 3, the best fight that they showed. However, not enough. It will be 3-0 in favor of Cloud9, the best team in the world, with a great start here in Kansas City.
Best team in the world, showing that they are looking like the best team in the world at the moment. It was pretty much perfect gameplay from them. You know, Acend have been made to look average. Acend are not average, but C9 make good teams look average with how they are playing. And I think a great thing for C9 fans is the questions on the desk. Sometimes they start a little bit slow. C9 have not started slow here. The main stage is what they call home. When you see C9 on this main stage, Andy, that is when you get the best of C9.
Absolutely. Here's a look at your series layout from that first match.